Am I the for getting up from my chair in the middle of Christmas dinner and shouting, "Shut the f*** up about my body," in response to my husband's observation? Whoa. So ever since I had my son months ago, my husband has started making indirect comments about my body. "Aw, that top used to look good on you, but not anymore though." What?
Whoa.
We went to Christmas celebration at his family's house. My sister-in-law complimented my floral maxi dress, and my husband said, "I agree it looks nice on you, though I have to admit that your waist could get smaller than this."
Jeez, man.
So I got up from my chair in the middle of dinner and shouted at the top of my lungs, "Shut the fuck up about my body." And my husband stormed off to his friend's place to spend the night, upon leaving a very nasty text saying I embarrassed him and made a scene over an observation he made. He called me childish and told me to get therapy for my insecurities instead of verbally abusing him and creeping out his family.
I would never in a million years approach, my wife that way.
I have been with my boyfriend for over a year and everything has been great except for one freaking thing. Every single day, at least once, he will tell me that I stink and smell of body odor. When we met, I showered every day, applied regular deodorant in the morning, brushed my teeth 3 times a day. Now I am so paranoid about smelling bad that I shower at least twice a day. I apply industrial strength deodorant every few hours. I have a reminder on my phone. I do perfume and I brush my teeth anytime I eat or drink something that isn't water. I feel like I'm going crazy. Once a friend even said I smelled too clean, like a Lush store. I'm getting so paranoid, he won't cuddle or anything when he says I smell. I don't know what more I can do. So they said update. So unexpected edit. I waited for him to make a comment this morning so I could talk to him. It was less than an hour after waking up and he said, "God, you stink." I had already showered and put on deodorant. I snapped and asked exactly what he was smelling because at this point, I'm one of the cleanest people on the planet, and if I still smell bad to him, then we should just break up. He got all panicked and upset, and I eventually got out of him that this is what his father always said to his mother.
You stink?
Apparently, his dad told him that it was such a surefire technique to have a woman never leave you because she will feel too low to cheat. Needless to say, his father is wrong. He's packing his things and moving out of my house today. You think it worked with their mom? I guess it worked.
Probably her mom's traumatized.
Yeah, for sure.
Am I the asshole for using flashcards to explain to my brother and his wife why they can't bring their rainbow baby to my wedding? My fiance, female, and I, male, are getting married, and we've decided wedding's gonna be child-free. My brother Chris and his wife have a 3-year-old son who everyone calls a miracle or rainbow baby. He came after several failed pregnancies that lasted for years. When they found out that my nephew was included in the no children rule, they tried to convince me to make an exception for him. Chris told me his son is a miracle baby and his presence at the wedding will bring blessings for me and my fiance. I refused and said no, the wedding is child-free. His wife kept sending my fiance pics of my nephew when he was months old. Like, what does that even mean? I told them no and to stop sending us pictures. My brother told me this might cause a rift in our relationship, and again I said no and explained that the wedding is child-free. They brought it up again when they visited at my home, and I knew they weren't going to stop, so I made flashcards in advance with the phrases, "The wedding is child-free." Period. And then pulled them out, started slowly showing them the flashcards one by one in this order. The wedding is child-free. Period. They both were stunned. I asked if they get it now, and Chris lost his His wife had already grabbed our stuff and walked out. Chris called me an for doing this and said I disrespected him.
I mean, I would respect y'all's wishes. I probably wouldn't push y'all as much, and I'd find a babysitter.
Right?
But yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Am I the for taking my niece to court over a coat? So I, 28-year-old female, have a niece, 16-year-old female. She's my only sister's only child. 2 years ago, I married a very wealthy man, a 34-year-old man, and because of the pandemic last Christmas was my first with my in-laws. My mother-in-law gifted me a coat that is worth more than $20,000. Last week, I wore it while visiting my sister, and while I was putting it back on to leave, I felt something go splat on my back. My niece started cackling, and I smelled paint. I was so pissed off because she was not even apologetic at all. Her mom screamed at her and said she was grounded, and then she said that she would pay for the dry cleaning. I got an alert that my niece posted a reel. It was of her doing a prank on me, and she said, I'm gonna hit my aunt's $20,000 coat with a paint-filled balloon to see how she reacts.
Oh my god.
Like a TikTok video?
Oh my god.
I saved it on my phone and sent it to my sister. She did not reply, but I saw that my niece took it down. And the next day I found my coat cannot be saved. So I called my sister and told her that her daughter has to pay it back. Well, we got into an argument and she said they will not be paying for it. And if I wanted a new one, I should get my husband to buy it for me. I think that they should pay me for it because they can afford to. In my opinion, they should sell my niece's car and pay me back my money. We did not reach an agreement, so I told her that I will be suing and reminded her that I have video evidence that her daughter, A, did it on purpose for online, and B, knew exactly how expensive it was. So am I the asshole?
Kids, man. I think the mother of the daughter should make the daughter apologize, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, and not tell her to go buy another coat from their husband. That's number one, right?
Yeah, I think it's the parents' fault.
Maybe she thought she was gonna get like 1 million views or 1 billion views.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
A billion views. A billion views.
I like it. I think if this girl's sister was like, oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry, I'm literally gonna kill her and I'm gonna pay for it, I really don't think she would have taken the money. Who takes the money?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's about the money, honestly.
Yeah. So here's a quick update since the situation has been resolved. When my husband got home, I told him what happened and I showed him the video. He asked if I spoke with my brother-in-law and I said no, all my conversations were with my sister. He said that he will take care of it. Now, a disclaimer, I understand nothing when it comes to insurance claims, and this is what my husband told me / I understood what happened. My husband talked with my brother-in-law, told him exactly what happened, showed him the video. Then he told him that the coat was insured. We will be filing a claim and submitting the video, and we might have to file charges for the claim. He assured that we would be dropping the charges because we don't want to send my niece to jail, obviously. Then he told him that one of two things might happen. After our insurance pays us, they will come after them. If their insurance pays, their premium will skyrocket. If it doesn't, they might sue them and might get a lien on their house. My brother-in-law asked if there was a way he could pay us without involving insurance, and my husband told him that was what we wanted at first, but that my sister insisted that they will not be paying us back. Apparently, my brother-in-law was not in the know, and he was very pissed off at what my niece did and my sister's response. So they came to a solution. My niece's car will be sold, and if it doesn't fetch the whole compensation money, she will have to get a job and pay me for the whole check until it's paid off. Also, she is grounded for the rest of the school year. Honestly, I think that's a really good resolution.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think kids need to learn the value
Consequences
of
in life.
Yeah. My refusing to bend the rules on seeing my newborn just for one person, even if the only chance she's had to see him for months. So I, 34-year-old female, gave birth on Christmas Day before my son's birth, and to lessen visits, we, my husband, 28-year-old male, made a list in October and sent it out to everyone. Some rules included up to date on all vaccinations. If you feel sick in any way, don't visit. Let us know a week beforehand so we can arrange a day and time. No smokers, no phone calls or visits between 7:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. You can only stay an hour. No picking up the baby without consent. No advice, no perfume, no deodorant. No is no. We won't explain
I'm so
why.
sorry. She sent a message to everyone that's coming to see the kid.
Yeah, so
Like these are the rules they need to follow
Yeah.
when they want to see a kid.
Yeah, bro, I'm not going. I love you, but I'm not going. I'm sorry. If you visit the first time, you will be expected to give me a gift card. The mom has to get a gift card and a gift for the baby out of an approved list. Bro, no one's coming to see your baby. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
They have an approved gift list.
Before you come, no matter how many times, you will be given a list of either food or groceries to bring with you and a chore list of your choosing.
Is this that same rainbow baby?
Oh man, no more than 2 visits a week per person. Who's gonna come back a second time? It helps to keep the visits to minimum, and no one can complain about favoritism because everyone is treated equally. Which brings me onto my current situation. My sister-in-law, 20-year-old female, studies in a different part of the country and is rarely home, and she asked to visit last week before she had to go back to school. We set up a date, linked her to our gift list, then sent her the takeout we'd like, including the chores she can choose from. She immediately texted back saying she's broke and she can do extra chores instead. Me and my husband talked about it and came to the decision that if we bent the rules for one person, everyone would want to bend the rules. We told her no, we are very clear about our rules and maybe next time she could visit. She begged, even said that she would clean the whole house because it would be June before she'd come home again, and we simply texted her no. She didn't respond. She left this morning and we got multiple texts from my in-laws belittling us for using our child as a cash grab. My husband simply replied it was our rules and no one deserves special treatment, then told his family they are on timeout. If I had a husband who said adults were on timeout, you're not my husband no more. Like, you sound dumb. And then he blocked his family. Since then, my family and our friends have told us we are wrong because she is a broke college student and they would have understood if we looked the other way once. We've tried reaching out to his sister, but she won't reply.
Man.
You're the biggest asshole ever.
I think me and your sister would be like, yes, we don't have to go.
Yes.
Because they don't want nobody to come?
Oh, you think they don't want people to come? So it's not like they're trying to get more gift and more this and more that.
Either that or they think they have a rainbow baby.
Yeah, either that or they think like their baby is Jesus.
Yeah.
And you
like-
should pay to come see Jesus. Oh yeah, someone responded, you're the asshole. Your rules went from 0 to 60. Like smoking and vaccines, yeah, but gift cards and chores? The entitlement is strong. I've never had a kid that I wanted to see that badly. Am I the asshole for refusing to tell my husband the gender of our baby after he skipped going to the doctor's appointment with me? My husband and I are expecting. This is our first baby and we're excited. Thing is, he barely attends any doctor's appointment with me and his excuses aren't even valid. He's willing to miss the doctor's appointment over soccer or a drink or board games with friends. His response is always, I'm not the one carrying the baby. Why do I have to go see the doctor with you? Last week was my final straw. He was supposed to come with me for the baby's gender reveal appointment, but he chose not to come last minute because his friend invited him to a fish and chips meal. My mom went with me instead. He kept asking me to tell him the results, boy or girl, but I refused to tell him. He kept spam calling me and I hung up on him each time. He came home fuming, demanding I tell him the results, but I refused and I bluntly told him since he refused to attend the appointment, then he doesn't get the results till after the baby is born and I'm gonna die on this fucking hill. He went off calling me spiteful, immature, and that I was punishing him. He said he's the father and has the right to know. And then he called me dramatic since I wasn't alone and my mom was with me. So why are you so upset I wasn't there? I said he gets no results, period. He's been fuming about it and told his family and they're now pressuring me to stop playing mind games with him and tell him, but I declined. Am I the Update, my husband just attempted to contact my doctor to get the results. It didn't go well and we just had another argument over it. He couldn't get it since his mom was the one who made the call.
The husband's mom called the hospital?
Yeah, he can't even call the
Man,
hospital. He had to have mommy call the doctor.
Oh my god.
Some people were saying I would drop a friend if I found out that they prioritize fish and chips over their wife and baby's doctor's appointment. Yeah, this is so weird.
It seems like he's not even really interested in the baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for canceling my daughter's flight when she wanted to leave before my niece's wedding that she was a bridesmaid for? What?
Wow.
Okay, I know the title doesn't sound great, but hear me out. My 25-year-old male niece, she's a 26-year-old female, got married a few days ago. My daughter is a 27-year-old female. She's part of the bridal, so they're
Wait.
cousins. This is the dad talking.
How old is the dad?
54.
You say 24.
Oh, sorry, 54. And the niece is 26 and his daughter is 27. So the two, daughter and niece, they're cousins, right? Anyway, their wedding has been over a year in planning and Vienna, my daughter, of course, knew her role as the bridesmaid and everything way in advance. She's been hanging around a guy, Matthew, for a while, but I don't think they're anything serious. Matthew had gone to a different state on a business trip and got into an accident. This all happened a couple weeks before Taylor's wedding. Vienna found out, had a nervous breakdown saying that she needs to fly out immediately. Yes, I understand that she's upset, but she wasn't thinking straight and unnecessarily worrying. I explained to her that even if she goes, she has to come back before the wedding, but it'd be better if she didn't as there's a lot of last minute things. She didn't listen and kept saying she's gonna go and probably stay there for a while. Both me and my wife tried to explain to her, stay calm, you can go anytime after the wedding. She called up Taylor, my brother and his wife, and told them she wouldn't be able to attend. Taylor understandably didn't take the news well, and his wife made a whole Facebook post saying some people don't want to see others happy. And isn't it nice when family quits at the last moment?
Wow.
She didn't mention us by name explicitly, but it's obvious what it was about. It pretty much caused nuclear warfare throughout my side of the family, but Vienna wouldn't hear it and booked a flight before the wedding. All of our flyer accounts are linked, so I canceled her flight. Vienna went insane when she found out, and we had a huge argument. And again, we told her that she really needs to understand how big of a deal this wedding is, as she's part of the bridal party, and some man doesn't overtake a family obligation. I even offered to pay the extra cost so she can reschedule the flight after the wedding, but she blew up at all of us. Vienna did attend the wedding and did all her duties as a bridesmaid, and thankfully didn't make a show. And all of us thanked her for her understanding, but she pretty much cursed us out. Me and my wife tried calling and messaging her after the wedding, but she's not picking up or answering. I do know that she flew out the day after the wedding, so I don't really see what the issue is, but Vienna is clearly mad at us.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is being bridesmaid that important? Your boyfriend got into an accident, and if you gotta go, you gotta go, right? Like, what the hell?
But they were saying it wasn't that serious.
No, the father is saying
I don't think they're serious.
he doesn't think
The
they're
relationship.
the relationship. But how do you know their relationship if they've been dating for a while? If they've been dating for a while, obviously they're serious.
Was he like hospitalized?
Seems like it.
Oh.
Okay.
She had a nervous breakdown.
Like, I think the father's fucked up. Because
think so.
think of it like this. What if your daughter is in love with this person and they die?
even just simply when your partner is in a space that they need you the most. Like if you are injured, yeah, I'll drop everything and go. I don't freaking care about someone else's wedding or something else. You know what I mean? Like on the priority list, I feel like the father thinks that guy is outsider. All he cares about is his own family's image.
Okay, someone said, you're the asshole and huge manipulative one at that. First, an asshole for canceling her fight that she paid for. She's a grown-ass woman and you have no business doing that. And honestly, it seems illegal, if not still grossly unethical. Hanging around a guy for a while now, I don't think it's serious. It's not up to you to decide how serious her relationship with her partner is. It's obviously serious enough that she wants to immediately fly out and be with him after he had a car accident. She was upset and wasn't thinking straight and was unnecessarily worrying. Oh, she was being emotional and needed to calm down? You also don't get to decide what her feelings should be. Bride and groomzilla are also assholes. A wedding can be missing a bridesmaid. Her role is not that important. She's not the maid of honor. It's not the end of the world, and certainly wouldn't ruin bridezilla and groomzilla's big day. Putting her on blast on Facebook is disgusting. Some man doesn't overtake familial responsibilities. What about when the family is a bunch of assholes? And again, you don't get to decide what some man means to her. Wow.
Damn, that was basically everything we just said.
That was good, yeah. Bye.